everyone, it's Elizabeth Huston from Elpis Astrology at elpisastrology.com. That's ELPIS. Welcome. This is one of my first videos that I'm doing for my website and YouTube. I hope you enjoy it. I'm actually looking to draw a comparison and correlation between something we've been hearing about a lot on the internet, which is the upcoming New Moon Total Eclipse happening on the 21st of August 2017, and it's happening at 28 degrees of Leo. And why is that important? It's important because we've got a whole generation of people that were actually born with Pluto around this same point. So who are these people and what years were they born? We're looking at the generation that was born towards the end, so November, December 1955, 56, 57, 58, and to some extent the beginnings of 59. So we're looking at the degrees in Leo of approximately 27, 28 degrees right the way through 29 degrees of Leo. So the planet we're looking at is Pluto. So take a look if you do have your chart to see where Pluto is, and if these years are one of these years was the years you were born, because Pluto is very much a transformational, and it exerts its effects slowly, gradually, but very surely. So basically, by having the north nodes of the moons of destiny over this point that you were born with, is exerting another effect. It's basically saying, now is the time for you to transform and do what you're supposed to be doing, whatever that is. So i.e., following whatever destiny path you're supposed to be on. So it's specific for, in many ways, this generation that I mentioned, because we've got this new moon total eclipse happening at the same point. However, it doesn't mean that other people won't be affected by it. We are all going to be affected by not only the north nodes of the moon in Leo, but also by this total new moon eclipse happening at the 28 degrees of Leo. So just because you weren't born in that generation doesn't mean it won't have your effect. It just means that in this video, I really want to bring that correlation and relationship into view on this video. The other couple things that are happening at this time is that we've got Uranus, which is all about sudden things happening. It's like electricity. It's like lightning in the universe. It is forming a trine to this aspect, this new moon eclipse, as well as the Pluto generation in Leo. And so it's actually forming this trine which gives favorable energy to the two things that I just spoke about. So again, we're giving extra oomph, unexpected extra oomph and energy, electrical energy to these folks. And the other thing we have happening is something called the Galactic Center, which is in our universe right now. And we have Saturn in Sagittarius, which also is a very spiritual sign, hovering around the degrees of 27, 28 degrees of Sagittarius, fire sign. So why is that important? It's important because it actually forms a trine, not only to the new moon total eclipse at 28 degrees of Leo, but also to the north nodes, and also to Uranus in the universe, also in a fire sign of Aries. So if you add all these different things that are happening in the universe around this new moon total eclipse, the 21st of August, it really adds a lot of significance to it. So for those folks that are listening to this now, which I'm making this at the 28th of May, 2017, it kind of gives you a heads up to start listening to your intuition, listening to source, because I really feel that with Saturn hovering over that galactic center, which basically is a pulsating field of radioactivity, I feel it might be actually trying to communicate with us. And so with Saturn over it, suggests that Saturn may be putting form to that communication to those who are receptive on Earth. So I guess I'm just saying, heed communications, good time for any kind of meditation. And certainly Eckart Tolle his suggestions of being still, listening to source, having that gap in between your thoughts, going into nature even if you don't understand any of that. Think of how you feel when you go into nature, or when you put your feet in the water, when you put your feet on the sand, and that brief, moment or second that you feel you're somewhere else. It's that I want you to get into. It's that kind of feeling. That will open up a lot of extra doors for you this year and help you get on your path of destiny this year. Take baby steps. Don't get all freaked out that you've got to take these big, huge steps and, oh my God, I've got to get on my path of destiny. Nothing's happening. Pay attention, listen, and just put, one foot in front of the other and see what comes up. You will have help with these kind of alignments, especially with Uranus. There'll be unexpected things that'll come in to help you. Help all of us, not just that generation that I mentioned earlier. Now, this eclipse wraps up, in my mind, to some extent, around the 5th of September. And why is that? Because we have Mercury, who was going retrograde, also in Leo. It goes direct on the 5th of September 2017, and it goes direct at 28 degrees of Leo. So this is just adding extra oomph to that whole total new moon eclipse on the 21st of August. To me, what I think it's saying is, because Mercury represents communication, generally speaking, I think that we're going to get a lot of people actually happily and gleefully making announcements, communicating, whether it's on email, internet, on blogs, on their Facebooks, whatever way they want, on the telephone, talking to people, saying, I've done it, I've made the decision, I've dumped my job, I've left that place that I was living that I never liked, I've left a relationship that never worked for either of us. I finally had the courage to leave, whether it's a business relationship, a romantic relationship, a relationship with your lawyer, your therapist, doesn't matter. It's that feeling that this isn't right for me, and why am I in it? Those kind of announcements are going to be made, I feel, in September. So again, make baby steps towards what you feel your destiny is. Do it creatively, because that's what Leo is all about. I'll be talking more about this in future videos as well, through the next few months leading up to August 21st, 2017. So this won't be the last one I do on this. But I just wanted to give everyone a heads up. There are some videos on there, some good ones actually on there right now about this eclipse. But I just wanted to add my 2 cents, and I hope you enjoy that and get something from it. There was one other thing I wanted to bring to your attention, and it goes back to the north nodes. Now, I was referring to the north nodes of the moon for the collective, so that's for everybody that are in Leo right now. But what I'd like you to do, if you've got some time and you've got your chart, is to actually look up either 1 or 2 books that I'm going to show you, and look up your own north nodes, where they are in your chart. This book is one of my Bibles that I use when I'm actually doing charts for folks, and I look up where their north nodes are and get some insight. It's actually a book by Jan Spiller, and it's called Astrology for the Soul. It's highly recommended by many people and was on the New York Times bestseller list too. You can get this on Amazon or just Google it if you want, but I'd highly recommend that if you want to go into more depth. If you don't, that's okay too. And at the end of this video, I'm going to leave all my references that I referred to in my video, so that you can go back and actually look up either a website or look up references like I'm just showing you. I live in San Diego, and this is a local author. This is someone called Diane Rongren. Delightful woman. She knows all about the north nodes and the south nodes for that matter. Her book is called Lunar Nodes, Key to Emotions and Life Experience. It's not so dense and so thick as you can see. It doesn't mean that it's not as useful or significant, because it is. It just might be an easier read for folks. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching and spending some time with me. Please come back and see me. I will be putting many more videos on my website, elpisastrology.com. I do put a new moon and full moon every month for free on my site under Astral Musings. And of course, you can do a reading with me anytime, and that's all details are on my website. So please come back, take care, and bye for now.